So, Sabaton and Yarnhub, the YouTube video, make sure you subscribe to both of these channels, released a new animated story video on August 5th. So we're going to check it out. I'm all in for Sabaton, bro. This is like the funnest way of like learning interesting things. I'm like using these stories in my conversations and people think I'm like the shiz, but I'm like, little do they know, I'm just listening to freaking Sabaton songs, watching these videos on YouTube. It's freaking awesome. So I'm obsessed, bro. So the Red Baron. Let's just go through it. They're gonna give us the story. We can see some of it here. There's the lyrics. I'll pull them up on the side monitor right here. But here we are, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and for leading me to these guys. Let's do it.
It's January 1970.
Oh, but it looks like programming like a video game.
A young pilot is directing men to paint his albatross fighter. Other pilots look on in awe. This young pilot with 16 victories to his name is the new commander of Yasta 11.
Yes.
It contains many elite and legendary pilots, but none can compare to this young man, stood bolt upright. He knows he is better than anyone else out there. The work is done. The plane stands in all its scarlet Teutonic glory.
I have the freaking...
pilot is Manfred von Richthofen, and on this day, the day he chose to paint his plane bright red, it is the birth of a new name, a legendary name that will never die, the Red Baron.
Okay. It sounds like a freaking comic book story, dude.
Under the Red Baron's tutelage, Richthofen had been a student of a genius aviation tactician named Oswald Bolka. Bolka's dictates were the essential rules for successful air combat. Richthofen embraced them, taught them, and enhanced them.
How can I be like you?
Aim for the man, and don't miss him. He urged his men to fight on and fly on.
Gosh, it makes me want to watch Top Gun Maverick
again.
And
the last drop of fuel, to the last beat of the heart. Richthofen and his Yasta 11 would become the nemesis of the Royal Flying Corps. The Yasta 11 in the heavens would seem like gods or demons to those on the ground. Stuck in the mud and the trenches, seeing the red whirling beast spitting fire overhead, the Germans whispered his in awe, Der Rote Kampfflieger. The Allies whispered it in equal fear and awe, the Red Baron.
That's so legit.
But there was one thing that all sides agreed upon. He was the king of the sky.
Okay, here we go, dude. This is so dope, man. Like, I've never heard of this story. Dude. That's where the legend will arise. And he's flying higher. This is so sick. Wow. Okay. This is dope. This story is amazing. The song's like cheesy, but then it's not, because it's about these amazing stories and it's like interesting. And his voice is beautiful because it's not. It's so strange. This is a cool story, dude. Wow. Personally. It's amazing how these heroes are remembered forever, bro. And for good reason. Like the song is trying to express his badassery. Is he gonna die, dude? He's gonna die in war, isn't he? Here we go. Dude, the animation on this one's like next level. Let's go. That was dope, dude. I want to actually run that back. I thought that was good. Oh, that's so great. Like right, the music went up as he goes higher. Okay, I thought that was him that got shot down. Nice. Looks like the animations from like the characters in Divinity, Original Sin.
With headaches and nausea. He also suffered a change in mood and temperament, which became darker. The thrill of combat lessened. He wrote, "I am in wretched spirits after every aerial combat. I believe that the war is not as the people at home might imagine it, with a hurrah and a roar. It's very serious, very grim." On April the 21st, 1918, the Red Baron got into his famous Fokker triplane and took off into the morning sky. It was the flight that would bring his life to an end. He spotted a Sopwith camel and gave chase. This time, it seems, he may not have realized he was behind enemy lines while chasing the Sopwith at a very low altitude. At the time, due to wind conditions and the moving of the front lines, he uncharacteristically continued the chase too far. In the last moments of his life, he managed to make a rough landing in a field north of the village of Vaux-sur-Somme. Several Australian servicemen rushed up to the downed triplane to hear the Red Baron's last words. Kaput. The King of the Sky was dead, but his legend would never die.
What does that mean?
The Red Baron was treated with great respect and was interred with full military honours by the personnel of No. 3 Squadron, Australian Flying Corps. Allied squadrons stationed nearby came to pay their respects. Memorial wreaths were laid, one of which was inscribed with the words, "To our gallant and worthy foe."
Wow. Wow. Dude. Like, that's just how great he was. Let me see if I can find like a translation of what the Red Baron's last words in English. Kaput, which means what? Kaput, meaning in English. Broken. Ah! Dude, what a dope story, man. Originally a cavalryman, becoming one of the first members of the fighter squadron. Yeah, like they told us, the Yasta. Man, that's an amazing story. That's cool. I mean, the Red Baron, isn't the Red Baron a comic book character? Nah, what the frick am I talking about? Baron Castle was a place in Final Fantasy IV. Anyway, that was freaking awesome. The animations, whole nother level for this one, weren't they? I mean, it's August 5th, 2022, so heck yeah. It only has 306K views so far. We gotta pump that up. So the link is gonna be down below, guys. If you are watching this with me, please have that like running in the background or something, and let's give Sabaton some more props. I wish there was a way like in YouTube that when we uploaded stuff like this, like because we know that we're taking advantage of people's stuff in a way, we're using it for our own content. I wish there was a way to like send our ad revenue over to them, so that way this will help. And granted, channels we don't make ad revenue on copyrighted stuff, so I guess that's sort of fair. Much love, guys. Thank you for these suggestions. Thank you, Sabaton, for enlightening us in the most dope way ever, man. Frick.